It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Vols are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The Volunteers will have a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
And you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Garrison. Snowed under by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
The play-action fake. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On the ground, it's Spears. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Garrison. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. On the run, it's Spears. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quickly out to the tight end. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal forward pass.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Line getting set on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Gets open down the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Coming after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The lone back's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 35, he's open. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. And the ball slipped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up first and 10 from the 26. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Back to the air one more time. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Tennessee, 20.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just trucks through it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give to the tailback. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
This is so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown Gators! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
48, Tennessee, 27.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Unloads to the wide out. It's caught. Slips one guy and now he's loose. Oh, look out. Inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great discipline show by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions. Going deep. Makes the catch on the left. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his back in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Makes the grab over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receiver.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He'll throw it. The short hands. It's Spears. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Headed to the end zone. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and goal for the offense. He's looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Tennessee, 41.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The ball's moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Going up top on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Florida.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The clock is... You have to get everybody lined up. And he's just going to spike it. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were